welcome to the longest-running quiz show in the area, Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your Categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing an excellent matchup between the Blue Valley Tigers and the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants first from Blue Valley.
Hi, I'm Arjun. I'm a senior and my favorite fast food restaurant is Curry in a Hurry.
Hi, I'm Luco. I'm also a senior and my favorite fast food restaurant is Taco Bell.
Hi, I'm Alan Chen. I'm also a senior and my favorite fast food restaurant is Panda Express.
Hi, I'm Sid. I'm a sophomore and my favorite fast food restaurant is In-N-Out.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm a junior and my favorite fast food restaurant is Chipotle.
And our contestants from Northwest.
Hi, my name is Yin Yin Wu. I'm a senior and my favorite fast food restaurant is non-existent because I don't have one.
Hi, my name is Spencer Dang. I'm a senior, and my favorite fast food restaurant is Taste of China.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm a senior, and my favorite fast food restaurant is Bates.
Hi, I'm Gio Vargas, and I'm a freshman, and my favorite fast food restaurant is McDonald's.
Hi, I'm Soham, and I'm a senior, and my favorite fast food restaurant is Dairy Queen.
Excellent. I'm your host, Mr. Bartel, and my favorite fast food restaurant might be White Castle. Interesting. All right, here on Categories in the first round, we will take turns answering questions from specific categories. And we did a coin toss before we started taping, and Blue Valley, you did win the coin toss. If they do answer incorrectly, the original team answers incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here we go, Blue Valley, with a math question. What is the greatest number of points at which a circle and an ellipse can intersect? Luco?
4.
4. Cougars, sports. In soccer, what can you do with a direct free kick that you cannot with an indirect free kick? Spencer?
Score directly on the free kick.
Correct. Yep. Back to you, Tigers, U.S. government. The U.S. Supreme Court explains its decisions in documents called what? Time on that. Cougars, same question. U.S. government is the category. The U.S. Supreme Court explains its decisions in documents called what? They're called opinions. Opinions. Cougars, you do get the next question. It is music terminology. What kind of play is a mixture of classical music and acting? Yan?
Oh, sorry. Opera?
Opera. Very good. Back to you, Blue Valley. World languages. Name the language group to which these following European languages belong. French. Arden?
Romantic.
They're romantic or romance. Very good. Northwest, current events is your category. Name the 13-year-old Little League star who got to throw out the first pitch in the World Series. Tigers, chance to steal this current events category. Name the 13-year-old Little League star who got to throw out the first pitch in the World Series. Sid.
Monet Davis.
Monet Davis. Back to you, Tigers, with mythology. A centaur has the features of a man and a horse. A griffin resembled a cross between what? Arjun.
A lion and an eagle.
Lion and an eagle. Northwest, science, specifically inventors is your category. I owe my success, he once remarked, to the fact I never had a clock in my workroom. He's the first to use hello as a telephone greeting and nicknamed his children Dot and Dash. Identify this inventor of the projector and the stock ticker. Tigers, chance to steal this science inventors category. I owe my success, he once remarked, to the fact I never had a clock in my workroom. He was the first to use hello as a telephone greeting and nicknamed his children Dot and Dash. Identify this inventor of the projector and the stock ticker. Luco?
Samuel Morse.
It's not Morse. It's actually Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison. Tigers, you do get the next question. It is literature. In her book, Last Wish, what does Betty Rollin report she helped her mother do? Arjun.
Die.
Yes, we'll accept that. Die or commit suicide. Cougars, you do get the next category. World geography. Which of the following is farthest north? Japan, Newfoundland, Ireland, or Mongolia? Spencer.
Ireland?
It is Ireland. Back to you, Blue Valley. U.S. geography this time. Terminology. In 20 states, counties are subdivided into smaller administrative districts, most of which are served by a constable and a justice of the peace. What are such districts called? Arjun?
Wards.
Cannot accept wards. Northwest, chance to steal this U.S. geography terminology category. In 20 states, counties are subdivided into smaller administrative units, most of which are served by a constable and a justice of the peace. What are such districts called? Spencer.
Municipalities?
They're not municipalities, they're townships. Townships. Cougars, you do get the next question. U.S. history. What commodities shortage was the largest single factor in keeping North American cars off the road during World War II? Jacob.
Copper.
It is not copper. Tigers, chance to steal this U.S. history question. What commodities shortage was the largest single factor in keeping North American cars off the roads during World War II? Arjun.
Tin.
It is not tin. It's rubber. Rubber. Tigers, back to you with general knowledge, specifically tools. The element on the end of a drill pipe, which usually does the cutting, is called what? Luco? It is called a bit. Back to you, Cougars. Music is the category. Who played bass for the Beatles? Yin Yin?
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
It is not Ringo Starr. Tigers, chance to steal this music category. Who played bass for the Beatles? Sid.
George Harrison.
It was not George Harrison. It was Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. It makes me sad a little bit that you guys didn't know that one. All right, here we go. Back to you, Tigers, with art history. The first Impressionist exhibition of paintings was held in what year? Is it 1789, 1848, 1874, or 1912? Luco.
1874.
1874. Cougars, back to you with ancient history. Whose ingenuity in inventing war machines became legendary when Rome attacked Syracuse in the year 212 BC? Spencer.
Archimedes?
It is Archimedes. Nice job. Back to you, Tigers. World geography. If one leaves the island nation of Cyprus and sails directly northward, in what nation will he make landfall? Arjun.
Greece.
It's not Greece. Cougars, chance to steal this world geography question. If one leaves the island of Cyprus and sails directly northward, in what nation will he make landfall? Yin Yin.
Italy.
It is not Italy. It's Turkey. Oh. Turkey. Northwest, we do go back to you for the next category. It is U.S. government. In a bill entitled H.R. 625, what do the initials H.R. stand for? Jacob.
Human rights.
Cannot accept human rights. Tigers, you have a chance to steal this U.S. government category. In a bill entitled H.R. 625, what do the initials H.R. stand for? Luco.
House of Representatives.
House of Representatives. Tigers, you do get the next category. It is current events. Millions of people went to the polls in Tunisia to take part in the country's first democratic parliamentary elections, almost 4 years after an uprising that marked the start of what? Arjun.
Arab Spring.
Arab Spring. Back to you, Northwest. Vocabulary. Give me a 5-syllable word for jailed. Spencer.
Incarcerated.
Incarcerated. Tigers, general knowledge. In this restful position, a person's spine is curved, the head is forward, and the arms and legs are drawn in. What is it called? Luco?
The fetal position.
Fetal position. Cougars, world history is the category. 3 European countries remained neutral in both World War I and World War II. Name any 2 of them. Spencer.
Switzerland and Spain.
Switzerland and Spain are 2, and so was Sweden. Nice job. Blue Valley, composers, music composers is your category. Fairly long question, so please pay attention. In the ballet suite, A Soldier's Tale, a soldier returning from war meets the devil and trades his violin for a book with all of the answers. In the end, the devil seizes the soldier on his return home. Name the 20th century Russian who wrote this ballet suite. Arjun?
Tchaikovsky.
It is not Tchaikovsky. Cougars, chance to steal this music composer's question. In the ballet suite, A Soldier's Tale, a soldier returning from war meets the devil and trades his violin for a book with all the answers. In the end, the devil seizes the soldier on his return home. Name the 20th century Russian who wrote this ballet. Spencer.
Prokofiev?
It is not Prokofiev. It's Stravinsky. Stravinsky. Cougars, you do get the next question. Science, specifically birds. Is the tallest North American bird the condor, the bald eagle, the trumpet or swan, or the whooping crane? Spencer.
The whooping crane.
It is the whooping crane. Back to you, Tigers. Economics. A business organization consisting of more than one owner, all of such owners being liable for the payments of all debts contracted to the extent of each person's property, is called what? Luca?
A partnership.
Partnership. Very good. It's kind of a disjointed definition, but you did a great job on that one. Cougars, geography, terminology. Running water frequently deposits soil, sand, gravel, clay, silt, or other material where rivers or streams lose velocity, flowing down mountainsides or into quiet lakes, inland seas, or gulfs. What are these deposits called? Spencer?
Deltas?
Cannot accept deltas. Tigers, chance to steal this geography terminology right before halftime. Running water frequently deposits soil, sand, gravel, clay, silt, and other material where rivers or streams lose velocity, flowing down mountainsides or into quiet lakes, inland seas, or gulfs. What are these deposits called? Alan.
Sediment.
Cannot accept a sediment. We're looking for alluvial fans. Alluvial fans. That siren did denote the end of our first half, and Blue Valley has a bit of a lead with a score of 11 to Shawnee Mission Northwest 7. At this time of our program, we're going to go to a campus update from a member of each team, and from Blue Valley, it looks like Luco, you are giving us the update on the Tigers.
All right, well, our fall play, The Crucible, is going to be in our Performing Arts Center this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And also on Friday night, our football team is partaking in their first playoff game of the season. Our soccer team recently finished up their season, as did our boys cross-country team, which won state championships, actually. Our girls cross-country team also made a strong showing. Our girls volleyball team placed 5th place at state. Our marching band recently marched to a halt with our surround sound concert at the end of the season. And on top of all that, our categories team is coming off a strong first half performance.
Fantastic. All right. And looks like, Spencer, you're giving the update for Shawnee Mission Northwest. So what is the latest with the Cougars?
Well, our fall play, our fall musical just concluded. It was The Little Shop of Horrors. Our girls took 5th place in state cross country this past weekend, and our boys our boys soccer team won regionals. And our Northwest categories team is looking to make a strong comeback in the second half.
All right, good deal. All right, as we head into our second round, it is the lightning round, and we traditionally start our lightning round with a look and listen question, in which we display video and also play audio in a monitor here in the studio for our contestants. The look and listen question is worth 2 points, and contestants, you may ring in at any time after I'm finished with the question. Just this reminder, once someone rings in, we cannot stop and rewind the video, so you will have to answer from that point forward. So here we go, both teams, hands on the buzzers. This seat of the Archdiocese of Paris shares its name with an American university. Arjun.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is correct. 2 points awarded to the Tigers. Continuing the lightning round, and we will place a question on the floor for either team to answer. If the team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team does get a chance to steal. So both teams, hands on buzzers. The category is sports. The Dolphin is one of the most popular events in which sport, which combines swimming. Arjun?
Water polo.
Cannot accept water polo. Cougars, chance to steal the sports category. The Dolphin is one of the most popular events in which sport, which combines swimming with music. Jacob.
Synchronized swimming.
It is synchronized swimming. Next category for both teams is math. An alcohol solution is made using 45 milliliters of alcohol in sufficient water to make the total 150 milliliters. What is the concentration expressed in volume percent? Luco?
30%.
It is 30%. History for both teams. It had a permanent European settlement in 1565, but didn't become a state until 1845. Name this state. Sid.
Virginia.
It is not Virginia. Cougars, chance to steal this history question. It had a permanent European settlement in 1565, but didn't become a state until 1845. Name this state. Spencer.
Maine?
It's Florida. Florida. Military history for both teams. Just before Christmas, 1862, Union General Burnside's troops were sent on an almost suicidal assaults against the Confederates led by Robert E. Lee in this important battle near the Rappahannock River. Name it. Arjun?
Bull Run.
It is not Bull Run. Cougars, chance to steal this military history question. Just before Christmas, 1862, Union General Burnside's troops were sent on almost suicidal assaults against the Confederates led by Robert E. Lee in this important battle near the Rappahannock River. Name it. It's the Battle of Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg. Both teams, general knowledge, a train is heading towards you. Does the frequency of its whistle increase? Luca.
Increase.
It does increase. Art history for both teams. With what famous artist did Paul Gauguin stay briefly in the south of France before traveling to Tahiti? Spencer.
Pablo Picasso?
It is not Picasso. Tigers, chance to steal this art history question. With what famous artist did Paul Gauguin stay briefly in the south of France before traveling to Tahiti? Nathan.
Marie Cassatt.
That's incorrect. We're going Van Gogh. Van Gogh is the correct answer. Science, physics for both teams. At what position does a ball that is falling have its maximum? Spencer?
At the peak.
Don't accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this science physics category. At what position does a ball that is falling have its maximum kinetic energy? Luca.
At the ground or at ground level?
At the ground or at the ground level. Very good. Where it lands. Science, this time biology for both teams. Tiny structures in a cell that carry on metabolic activities are collectively known,
Organelles.
Organelles, very good. Poetry for both teams. The Aeneid deals with the wanderings of Aeneas. What epic poem describes the sojourns of Ulysses? Jacob.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. U.S. geography for both teams. Which of these cities is largest in area? Cincinnati, Denver, Detroit, or New Orleans? Jacob.
New Orleans.
It is New Orleans. World history for both teams. The German experiment in political democracy began in 1918 and was terminated by Adolf Hitler in 1933. Was it known as the Spencer?
Weimar Republic.
Very good. Nice job. It was multiple choice, and I didn't even have to read. General knowledge for both teams. What is the cow of Tibet? Arjun?
The yak.
It is the yak. Nice job. Vocabulary, spelling is this category. It is the primitive fish found in the western Indian Ocean, once believed to be extinct. Spell coelacanth. Luke.
C-E-L-I-C-A-N-T-H.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
C-E-L-I-C-A-N-T-H.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal. It's a primitive fish found in the western Indian Ocean, once believed to be extinct. Spell coelacanth. Spencer.
C-O-E-L-A-C-A-N-T-H.
That's the spelling we're looking for. Very good. Literature for both teams. Arthur Miller won a Pulitzer Prize for The Death of a Salesman. The main character was Willie Loman. What was Willie's wife's name? Spencer.
Bridget.
It is not Bridget. Tigers, chance to steal this literature question. Arthur Miller won a Pulitzer Prize for Death of a Salesman. The main character was Willie Loman. What was Willie's wife's name? Luco?
Betty.
Sorry, it was Linda. Linda Loman. Linda Loman. All right, both teams, U.S. geography, multiple choice question. Large parts of the American Midwest were covered almost entirely by forests 450 years ago. Today, the forest areas are much smaller. Which of the following is most responsible for this change? Is it the decrease in average temperature, an increase in average precipitation, an increase in the number of forest fires, or the growth of farming? Arjun.
Growth of farming.
It is the growth of farming. Roman history for both teams. After much fighting in the Punic Wars, the Romans burned this city. Sid.
Carthage.
It is Carthage. General knowledge, this time about food. What food in the lily family is reputed to have magical powers? Is it the onion, the leek, garlic, or shallot? Arjun?
Garlic.
It is garlic. You've opened up a little bit of a lead here. Blue Valley 20, Shawnee Mission Northwest 13. Geography for both teams. What historic resort town in Virginia restricts its Christmas decorations to items that... Arjun?
No, Martha's Vineyard.
I'm sorry, can I accept Martha's Vineyard? Cougars, you have a chance to steal this geography question. What historic resort town in Virginia restricts its Christmas decorations to items that colonial people would have used? Yan Yan?
Jamestown.
It is not Jamestown, it's Williamsburg. Williamsburg. U.S. history for both teams. Several students were killed at the campus of Kent State University by National Guard troops. This event took place shortly after President Nixon directed U.S. forces to invade what nation? Sid.
Cambodia.
It is Cambodia. Economics for both teams. Consider treasury bills, treasury bonds, treasury stocks, and treasury notes, which are issued in a minimum of $1,000 with maturity at 10 years or more. Luco?
Treasury bonds.
Treasury bonds. Literature for both teams. This American author wrote about his actual experiences of being captured by cannibals. Was he Jack London, Mark Twain, James Michener, Edgar Allan Poe, or Herman Melville? Arjun?
London.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Cougars, chance to steal, that's literature question. This American author wrote about his actual experiences of being captured by cannibals. Was he Jack London, Mark Twain, James Michener, Edgar Allan Poe, or Herman Melville? Spencer.
Herman Melville.
It is Melville. Fine arts, painters. In the 19th century, an English romantic painter depicts seascapes and shipwrecks, always with the sense of steam and mist. Name that painter known for the paintings with so-called tinted sea. Turner is the answer we're looking for. U.S. history for both teams. In 1939, Einstein wrote a letter to Franklin D. Roosevelt that persuaded the president to take action that changed world history. What did Einstein propose? Yen Yen?
To make the nuclear bomb.
Make a nuclear bomb. Math, specifically geometry for both teams. A rectangle is 25 feet long and 9 feet wide. What is the length of the side of a square with the same area? Sid?
15.
15. World geography is the next category. On what continent is the largest rainforest? Spencer?
South America.
South America. Science, geology. What term refers to unweathered solid rock of the Earth's crust? Jacob?
Bedrock.
It is bedrock. International trade for both teams. With reference to customs duties, this term refers to special low rates applied to imports from a particular country, usually in return for similar treatment. Identify this term. Spencer.
Free trade agreements.
It is not free trade agreements. Tigers will finish this out with the last question. International trade is the category. With reference to customs duties, this term refers to special low rates applied to imports from a particular country, usually in return for similar treatment. Identify this term. Sid.
Duty free.
It's not duty free, it's most favored nation. Most favored nation. That siren, however, does denote the end of our game with a final score of Blue Valley 23, Shawnee Mission Northwest 17. Please join us again here next time on Categories as we continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County. Good game, fellas. Nice job.